My name is Michael, and I'm your teacher for today's lessons. And the title of today's lesson is Are you an optimist or a pessimist? And as always, it's good to see each and every one of you. And for those of you who it's your first time of attending this lesson, so welcome. And you're going to have the lessons on record also, where you can watch it after today's lessons. Now, I hope everyone is doing great. We have today we have a lot of people. We have 13. There is Vitali, Larissa, Artyom, Katya, Sergey. We have another Katerina, Madatova, Daria, George, Anastasia, Anna, Dimitri, and Andre. Yes, hello to everyone. Hello to you all. So, before we start today's lessons, we're going to, if you can hear me, just say something because I put it on right now you can all talk. It's on discussion mode. So just try to say something if you can. Yes, hello Artyom. Hello Natalia and hello Larissa. Now we're going to watch a video, and this video is relating to our lessons today. So I hope all of you can watch the video. So I want you all to pay attention while we're going to watch the video.
We're in New York City in Union Square, and we're just out in the streets here finding out if people are optimists or pessimists.
How are you folks doing?
How are you folks doing?
Do I have to catch anything?
No. Would you say that you're an optimist or a pessimist?
It really depends on the day.
I've never taken that question seriously.
I would say I'm an optimist. I would say I'm a pessimist.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you think that affects your day-to-day life?
I think it slows me down a little bit.
I'm an optimist.
Definitely an optimist. And why would you say that?
Just look around.
Beautiful out. You know? Not a cloud. Hardly a cloud in the sky.
You guys.
Can you think of one time when it was hard to be an optimist?
Jeez.
Last semester, I was doing a biology class, right? And first two tests, I completely failed.
I lost both of my parents at a very young age.
My life headed in the wrong direction. A lot of depression. I'm in the wheelchair for 19 years. So
Maybe every time I was scraping by, wondering what I was going to eat next meal.
So I slept on the floor on a towel for like 3 weeks. And then was like staying up by bed. It got better.
There's always something good to look forward to. No matter what situation it is.
When you get that, there you go. It doesn't have to be that you win the lottery. Something small is still that much important.
My life experience shows me that being a pessimist, being desperate, brings to nothing.
And there are definitely days where I have to remind myself, take advantage of your time here.
My wife had cancer, and I took care of her for 5 years. We used to travel with cancer, and the reason was because we always thought that it's going to be bad. Of course, cancer did kill her, but we enjoyed life to the
Bad situation. It might seem like bad because of what I was taught.
That's a really good time to try to flip it and about what you've got to be grateful for.
But like, at least I have my sight, my hearing.
Now I'm working as a software developer. I went from scraping by to where I am now.
I have a 98-year-old grandmother who's an eternal optimist. I think it's how she stayed and healthy.
That's what's good about being an optimist. You can always look ahead. Enjoy the present as opposed to lamenting it. And if you don't like your present, change your present. That's why it's the future.
Thank you so much for watching that video. Your stories are our stories, so keep them coming. Your stories are fuel to us. Share with us on social, email us at lifeisgood.com. Here's the link to our website, and more videos.
All right, so everyone, so I think I can hear you all today. If you can hear me, just say something. Can anyone say something? Hello, Olga, Slavish Olga. I'm hearing some noise, so make some noise if you can hear me. Can someone say something? Try to talk, try to say something. We have one person called Sakun Lubov. Hello. Okay, so no one is saying anything. Paulina Shilko, can you hear me? Right. Okay. Okay, guys. So here's the thing. We're gonna go through some materials today, and the materials that I have for you is regarding future time. Now, I want you to take a look at this. Just a second while I try to. I hope you can all see my screen. If you can, that's good. Now, the title of today's topic is called A Future Time. Now, the future is uncertain. It's uncertain. We know the past, we know the present, but we don't know the future. No, of course, we can always make guesses. We can try to predict, but we're never sure about the past. Not 100% sure. Or maybe it could also be we're not too sure about the future, but we are sure about the present. But we're never 100% sure about the future. Now, today we're going to talk about some structures and tenses regarding the future. Now, and in the lesson, we look at four of the most common way to talk about the future. And then we're going to have a summary, and then there's a quiz to check your understanding. Now, usually when we say future tense, technically there are no future tense in English. Only different ways of talking about the future. Now, we're going to look at the first one, and that is will. Will. Now, one of the most common ways to talk about the future is with will, because we always talk about will. For example, I'll call you tonight. I'll have a cup of coffee. Now, the word will it's a modal auxiliary verb. It's a modal auxiliary verb. And now that's the first one, which is will. You have the second one, and it's talking about no plan. No plan. Now, we use will when there is no prior plan or decisions to do something before we speak. And what we usually do is we make the decisions, at the time of speaking. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. For example, when you say, maybe we will stay in and watch TV, watch televisions tonight, or we will see what we can do to help you. Hold on, I'll get a pen. This is just some examples regarding how we use will. The first one was common ways to talk about it, which is I'll call you tonight. And then you have the second one, which says no plan. Now we're going to look at this. We're going to go further, and we're going to look at some other materials. Now, usually when we say in this example here, which is no firm plan. When we say no firm plan, it means there's no strong plan before speaking. The decision was made at the time of speaking. Example is when you use the verb will with the verb think. I think I will go to the gym. I think I'll go to the gym tomorrow. You have the second one. It says, I think I will have a holiday next year. I don't think I will buy that car. Now, regarding prediction, for those who don't know what prediction is in Russian, is what you call предсказание. Prediction. So when you say prediction, it means you're making, you are trying to say what will happen in the future. Now, and we use will to make predictions about what will happen in the future. There is no firm plan. Here are some common examples. It will rain tomorrow. It will be, the weather will be, it's going to be hot tomorrow, or it will be sunny tomorrow. Who do you think will get the job? Now you have the verb be. Now the verb be is an exception with will. Even when we have a very firm plan, we're not speaking spontaneously. For example, we can use will with be. So I want you to take a look at these examples. I'll be in London tomorrow, or there will be 50 people at the party. The meeting will be at 9:30 a.m. So if you look at the first one, I'll be in London tomorrow. You have there will be 50 people at the party. Now, if you look at the example, which is the verb be, it's an exception. When we say an exception, it's something that like исключение. So even when you have a very strong plan and we're not speaking spontaneously, spontaneously is when you do something without thinking. So we can use will with the verb be. Now we're going to go to another one. That's you look at page 2. I want us to take a look at page. We're going to go to page 3. Now, let's try to go back. Like I said, which is the verb be. Now let's go to page 3, where you have some examples of predictions. Now you'll remember what prediction is, so I'll type it. This is prediction here. You remember it as предсказание. Now you have this one. It says Greta will arrive on time. She's always very punctual. Greta will arrive on time. She's always very punctual. Now you go to the next one, and you have here, this is boy, as you can see, with a ball under his foot. They will win their match today. They will win their match today. And then you take a look at this one. This is two people sitting in front of their computer. And this is more like internet dating, as you can see, with a huge heart in red. Now, this is also a prediction. I think they will have a lovely relationship. Maybe they will get married someday. Take a look at it. It's underlined, will have. predicting what the relationship will be. Now you have another one, as you can see from this man. He is having what you call a sunburn. Milton's doctor won't be happy when he sees that terrible sunburn. He will surely tell Milton that he needs to be more. Just a second. Now, that he will need to be more careful. That's what it's talking about. Milton's, that's the name of this man. Now, his doctor won't be happy when he sees that terrible sunburn. So he will surely tell Milton that he needs to be more careful. Now, you have will and you have won't. Will and won't. Now, like I said, the differences between these two is that now regarding they are both infinitive, plus infinitive. We use them for future predictions, will and won't. And this is more like to say things we think, things that you can guess or that you know about the future. So that's why we often use I think or I don't think. Now, we're going to go through another example, which is what you have here. This is, as you can see, this man, he's standing in front of his mirror. He won't have any trouble at his job interview today. He feels very confident. Now, for all of you who are just joining the webinar, so I'm going to repeat myself again. I'll repeat myself again. Now, 1 second. So back to the first page. This is where you have a future time. The future is uncertain. We know the past. We know the present. We do not know the future. We can't be 100% sure. Like I said, you are not 100% sure of what the future is going to be. Well, you can be sure about the past because it has happened. You can be sure about the present. Now, like I said, there are 4 common ways to talk about the future. And this is usually followed by a summary. And then you're going to see, at the end, to get an idea and try to understand what the lesson is talking about. Now, future tense is one of them is will. Now, will is one of the most common ways to talk about the future. So you probably might have heard examples like, I'll call you tonight. We often call this the future simple tense. But technically, there are no future tenses at all. But the word will is a modal auxiliary verb. So what are we saying? In English, we use will to talk about the future. Now, there are 3 main ways we use will to talk about the future. The first is no plan. As you can see here, it says no plan. Now, will is used when there is no decision that has been made about something before we speak. So we make this decision when we're speaking. It's like, for example, when you go to a cafe and you want to make an order, and the waiter comes to you and says, "Madam or sir, what would you like to have?" And at that moment in time, you say, "I will have a cup of cappuccino, I will have a cup of latte, or I will have a cup of tea." That is what we're talking about. So you have some examples here. Hold on, I'll get a pen. We will see what we can do to help you. And then you have this one. It says, maybe, maybe we'll stay in and watch television tonight. Now, that's the first one. Let's take a look at number 2. Now, in these examples, there is no firm plan before speaking. Now, the decision was usually made at the time of speaking. Now, for example, we use will with the verb think. I think I'll go to the gym tonight. I think I'll go to the gym tomorrow. I think I'll have a holiday next year. I don't think I'll buy that car. Now you take a look at predictions. Now we often use will to make a prediction about the future. Again, there is no firm plan. So what we're saying is what we think will happen in the future. It will rain tomorrow. That's a very common example when you're talking about the weather. People would go to Jupiter before the 22nd century. Who do you think will get the job? That is just also another example. Okay, now we're going to look at another one. You have here, it says there are some examples of predictions. Greta will arrive on time. She's always very punctual. Always very punctual. And then you have this one here, and this is just a second. Now you look at this boy, and he has a ball under his foot. And now it means here it says they will win their match today. These are for sport fans. Usually when you go to the stadium, say, "Oh, I think they're gonna win. I think they will win today. They will win their match today. They've been having a wonderful season. Barcelona or Real Madrid has been playing really well." Now you have this one. It says, "I think they will have a lovely relationship. Maybe they will get married someday." So you can see there are two people and they're chatting. And this is more like online dating. And you see a big heart. And then you see this man. He's lying down. He looks terrible from from the expression on his face. He doesn't look happy. Milton's doctor won't be happy when he sees that terrible sunburn. He will surely tell Milton that he needs to be more careful. And then you look at the last one. As you can see, he's going for an interview. He looks very smart. He dressed up, so he won't have any trouble at his job interview today. So he feels very confident. Very confident. Now, the basics of the whole will, like I said. Now, how do we use? We use will. I'm going to write it here, so you can all say will slash won't. Have here. Now, we use them for predictions. Now, plus your infinitive. Let's just put it this way. For those of you who have gone through this topic before, so this will be like more like revision. So will and won't. Just a second. Now, will and won't. Now, plus infinitive. What do we use them for? Now, we use them for predictions. Example. So we use them for predictions, and we use them for predictions, instant decisions, decisions, offers, promises. So example of predictions, it will rain tomorrow. Instant decisions, I will call my mother today. I'll call my mother in the evening. I will help you. That is for offers. We also use it for promises. I will pay you back tomorrow. Can you give me $50? I will pay you back tomorrow. So this is what we use prediction. This is what we use will and won't for. So predictions, instant decisions, offers, and promises. That's what we use them for. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to try to take some questions. And if you don't have any questions, I will ask. I'm going to go out and be asking some of you questions regarding the topic that we just covered today. So, does anyone have questions? So, usually when we're more than 27, so let's see. When the reason why we can't have more like an open discussion where we can hear each other is because a lot of people we're more than we're 27 people, so we can only chat. So if you have questions, just feel free to ask. Feel free to ask your questions. Okay, I'm going to put it this way. Just a second. So we're going to talk about optimism, optimist, and pessimist. That's what we're going to talk about, the questions. And now the question is, are you an optimist or a pessimist? That's the question. Yes, no. Okay, so I just made a survey, so and I think that's it. So who is an optimist here should type in yes or no. Who is an optimist or a pessimist? This is also related to our topic. So type in your answers, yes or no. Okay, Evgeny, are you an optimist or a pessimist? Because I'm seeing a lot of people. Yes, Evgeny. Oh, you're an optimist. Okay, Evgeny. So I have a few questions for you regarding what we just did today. And could you give me an example of how we use future tenses? Now, will and won't. Okay, so Andre says he is an optimist. So, okay, this is what we're going. Yes, Evgeny is typing, so I'm waiting for Evgeny's answer. Okay, so for those of you who are writing here, Artyom, so tell me, I have some questions for you, Artyom, because I can't hear you, but I hope that you would be able to hear me. Korolik Artyom, can you hear me, Artyom? Okay, great, great. Okay, that's good. So I'll try to take I'll try to ask you guys questions as much as I can. So we're gonna go to 1 second. Are you a positive thinker, Evgeny? Let's start with you. Evgeny, are you a positive thinker? If you are, just type in yes. Okay. All right. So Archil, are you a positive thinker? If you are, just type in yes. Archil. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to your answers. We have in present life more opportunities than our parents. Oh, that's very good, Archil. I like that. Okay. So Archil, do you think you will have a nice weekend? Archil, do you think you will have a nice weekend? Okay, so while Artyom is typing his answer, uh, we also have Andrei Anastasiev Stievki. Excuse me if I can't pronounce your name well. So, Andrei, are you a positive thinker? Andrei. Oh, great, Andrei. Okay, so Andre, do you think you will have a nice weekend? Now we're practicing will and won't. Do you think? Okay, so Artyom, I have another question for you. Do you think you will get a good or a better job? Okay, probably, but tomorrow I to work my last day on job, so I think I will look for job on weekend. So Artyom, this is what you should write, and everybody else, I couldn't see. Some people were not writing, so let me try to talk to them. You have Daria, you have Venikova, Margarita, you have Natalia, Gurko, Ekaterina. So if I'm calling your names, I want you guys to answer these questions. I need answers to the question: Are you an optimist or you are a pessimist? And this question is related to what we're doing. Now, for Artyom, so this is what you should write. Yes, because I'm going to the village and roast meat and drink wine. Oh, that's very nice, Andre. I like shashlik. So meat should be like this. Meat like this. With Andre should be meat. MEAT. And for Artyom, right, exactly. And then you have for just a second, there's Artyom, probably, but tomorrow you should it should be like this. I have to work. Um, so this is what you write. Tomorrow is my last day at uh, at my work. So I think I will look for look for a job on the weekend. So this is for you. 1 second. This is for you, Artyom. Artyom. 1 second. Artyom Korolik. Okay, it says, if I am realist, so I'll just try to correct your sentence. Yes, Olga, okay, you are a realist, yes? Koverchik Olga. Okay, yes. So Olga, are you a positive thinker? I want you to write your reply to me. I'm waiting for your replies. Are you a positive thinker? You have Zayapko Irina. Zayapko Irina, Larissa, Natalia Lebedeva Ekaterina, Madatova Ekaterina, Melnik Daria. Yes, so I'm optimist. Okay, that's great, Margarita. You are an optimist. So, do you think, are you a positive thinker, Ekaterina? Are you a positive thinker? Okay, it says yes. Are you a positive thinker? Okay, now back to Artyom. Artyom, do you think you get a good? Do you think you get a better job in the future, Artyom? Now that you're going to look for a job. Do you think you'll get a better job? Okay, yes, I'm positive thinker. Katerina Madatova, very good. Hey, Katerina, do you think you will have a nice weekend? This is for you, Katerina. Do you think you will have a nice weekend? Okay, because of the corona, I'm sitting at home and just relaxing. So your answer should be yes, I'm sitting at home and just relaxing. It should be relaxing with gerund. Okay, Katrina, relaxing. Okay, Katrina, and do you think you'll get an interesting email or message from someone tonight? Uh, yes, we have for Margarita. Margarita, do you think you will have a nice weekend? So Andre is going to the village to roast meat and drink wine. Andre, that's it's you're gonna. I guess your weekend is going to be more interesting than mine. Then you have a Paulina. Paulina, you have who else? Olesia, Slavish Olga. Are you uh, an optimist or you are a pessimist? Sopran Soprankov Nikita, Svetlana, Fedosik Maxim, Schlesien Dimitri. So I would like you guys to answer the questions, to keep them coming. Sorry, the answers. Yes. Natalia, Larissa, Babenko, Daria. Yes. So we're all waiting for your answers. I don't know my future job will be better or worse, but I'm absolutely sure what all will be good. So it should be, I'm absolutely sure that all will be good. Okay, I am optimist. Slavish Olga, very good. Natalia, yes. My question to you is, are you, I'm a real optimist. Maxime, I like that. Very good. I'm a real optimist. I hope that I will. So, Vinikova Margareta. So it should be, I hope that I hope that I will have an amazing weekend. This is how you should put it. But well done. I like the way you wrote your answer. Should be like this. I hope that I will have an amazing weekend. I'm a bit pessimist, Dimitri. Could you tell us why? You don't have to be sorry, Margareta. Feel free to make mistakes. Okay. Feel free to ask questions or make mistakes. We are all learning. We're all learning. So, Dimitri, could you tell us why? You said you're a pessimist. So, Dimitri, do you think you will have a nice weekend? And okay, yes, Margarita says so. Maxime, I have a question for you. Fedosik Maxime, do you think you will have a nice weekend? Okay, Artyom, about your job, I wish you best of luck. I hope you get a great job. Best of luck to you. And Artyom, I have one more question for you. Do you think you will get an interesting email or message from someone tonight? Do you think you will get an interesting email or message from someone tonight? Yes, Andre. Yes, I think that I will have a nice weekend because weekend it's always great. Okay, Lebedeva, Ekaterina. Ekaterina, uh, tell us, are you a student or are you working? Yes, I'll have a nice weekend. I'll plant potatoes. Oh, that is very interesting, Dimitri. And Dimitri, are you okay? I worker. So it should be like this, Ekaterina. I am a worker. I am a worker. Oh my God, not correct. Should be like this. I am a worker. Yes, very good, Ekaterina. I will read German book. What is this book about? Are you learning German language? Maxim Fedosik. Okay, and yes, keep the answers coming. Keep them coming. Madatova, Ekaterina. What are you doing? Do you read books? Slavish Olga, you says you're an optimist. Olga, do you think you will have a nice weekend? Do you think you will have a nice weekend? Yes, Archel. Yes, about the question I was asking you, do you think you will have a nice, interesting message from a friend tonight? So the question is for everybody. I'll write it out now. Do you think you will get an interesting email or message from someone tonight. So this question is for everybody. The question is, do you think you get an interesting email or message from someone tonight? Okay, we have Polina Shilko, Santarovich Svetlana, Sidorovich Anna, and who else? Yes, I think I won't. Okay, Nikita. All right, Nikita. Um, do you think you will live to be 100 years old? No, I will not get. Kovalchik Olga. Okay, and yes, Slavish Olga says she will have a nice weekend. That's nice. Madatova, Katerina, my question was, do you think you will get an interesting email or message from someone tonight? I hope. I hope. Okay. Yes, I hope so for you. Okay. Natalia, you are an optimist. Natalia Go, Golub, Golub, Golubieva. Natalia Golubieva. Excuse me if I can't pronounce your name. Now we have Doshechko Vitali. Vitali, if you can hear me, just type in yes. We want a yes from you, Vitali. And then you have yes, Vitali. How are you doing? So here's the thing, Vitali. Are you an optimist person, Vitali? Yes. And Golubeva, Natalia. Um, do you think you will have a nice weekend? Do you think? Fedosik Maxim, about your German book, do you think you will get to the end of this book? Do you think you'll get to the end of this book? All that you will finish this book? It would be nice if it won't be too late. Okay. No, hardly, but I hope I am wrong. Why, Olga? It would be nice if it won't be too late, Andre. Okay. Um, all right. Yes, I am. I think I'll live 100 years. I like that, Nikita. Very good. You're an optimist person. That's very good. Okay. Madatova, Ekaterina. I'm optimist rather than pessimist. That's for Vitali. Um, yes, Vitali. Do you think you will have a nice weekend, Vitali? Do you think? I think I'll finish excellent. Okay, good. Maxime. And now, for those of you, now, yes, Vinikova Margarita. Oh, no. Now we're going to take one more. There's some people. Okay, Koverchik Olga. Yes, you want to ask a question? Go ahead. Hello. Yes, Koverchik. Hello, Olga. Can you hear me? Koverchik Olga. So I would like to spend a good weekend. Beva, Natalia, how do you want to spend your good weekend? Do you have any plans? Okay. The weather will be nice and I will go for a walk. Very good. Vitali, very good. I like the way you used your example. I think I will have a nice weekend because the weather will be nice and I'll go for a walk. So that's good. Now, no, maybe don't work microphone. I don't understand how it works on this side. Olga, it's okay. I will try to help you. Yes, I haven't plans. Okay, Natalia, do you think you will live to be 100? This is for you, Golu Beva, Natalia. I have another question for you. This is for uh, Anastasievsky Andre. Do you think you'll live? Do you think you'll live to be 100? So it's a general question for everyone. If you think you will live to be 100, I want to see your answers, everybody. So I would appreciate that. Bob and Co, Daria, I haven't heard from you. Gurko Ekaterina, if you can hear me, write in your comments. And Zayavko Irina, I would like to see a comment from you. So the answers to the question. Kalesnikova Natalia. And yes, Korolik Artyom, where you've been quite active, but you can answer this question. Both Ekaterinas, Melnik Daria, Polina Shilko, Svetlana, all of you. So I switched it up to discussion. If you can try, someone should try to say something. I just tried to switch it to discussion mode. Let's see if you can all talk. Try to say something. Everyone should try to say something or talk. Yes, this is Ekaterina. Can you hear me, Katya? Hello, Katya.
Hello. Yes, yes, I hear you.
Oh, okay, very good. So finally, I can hear you guys. So here's the thing. If it's 21 people, then we can talk. But if it's more than 21 people, then it can't be on discussion mode, as you can see from the screen. Okay, Katya, tell me, what do you do? What is your profession? What is your job?
You ask me?
Yes.
I'm a jurist.
Okay.
I'm a lawyer.
A lawyer.
Yes.
Okay. And could you tell me how long you've been learning English?
Repeat, please.
Could you tell me how long you've been studying English? How long?
I'm studying English near 1 year, and I learned English in school and a bit in university.
Okay. All right. Very good. That's interesting. And why are you learning? Why are you studying English?
I study English because I want I want to speak on English very well, and I want to speak English free, and this English is needed for my work.
Okay, for your work.
For my development, for my work, I think that it's very important.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I was talking with on the comment section with a lot of people.
Okay, I understand. Of course, because there are a lot of people I see in chat.
Right. So, Katya, I have some questions for you. And could you tell me what we use will and won't for? What do we use them for? From the lessons that we learned today, the information.
We learned about the future time and prediction, will have.
Okay. Will and will have. All right. And one more thing is what did you do you have any questions concerning today's lesson?
No, then information of grammar is all right. I understand all.
Okay, very good. And so do you think you will pass your next English exams?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Now, you're studying English, and from your comments, I remember that you said you're an optimist person, yes?
I'm an optimist person.
Pardon? Could you repeat yourself?
Yes, I can repeat.
Okay, yes. Are you optimist or pessimist?
I'm optimist because I think that our life is very interesting, and if I will worry, it's not good for my life, for my dear people, for my family. That's why I try to be optimist. But sometimes, of course, I worry about some, but I think it's not important.
Okay. All right. And do you think you will get a good or a better job in the future?
Please.
Okay. Do you think you will get a good job or a better job in the future?
I think that I will have a better job. I have a good job, but I think that I will get a better job in future.
Okay, in the future. Okay, Katya, are you going to get an interesting email or message from someone tonight?
About
Okay, let me repeat my question.
yes, I read you. I read your questions. Do you think you will get an from someone tonight?
Yes.
No, I think I haven't will get an interesting email or message from someone tonight.
Okay, I see. So this is one more question for you, Katya. Are you reading any book at the moment? Is there any book that you're reading? Is there any book that you are reading?
Yes, I read the book, the Narnia, the Chronic of Narnia.
Oh, Chronicles of Narnia. Interesting. Is it in English or in Russian?
Bilingual.
Okay. And do you think you'll get to the end of this book?
I know that there are four books of this interesting story about these children because I saw the film.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And so you think that you will finish this book?
I think in the next week I will read this book in the next week.
Okay, all right, Katya. That's interesting, and I hope that I wish you. I hope you will be able to finish this book.
Okay. Yes, I will. I
Okay.
hope.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Yes, thank you, Katya. So yes,
Yes, thank you very much.
you're welcome. So we're going to take another person. This is
Okay.
Dimitri.
Okay.
Hello, Dimitri. Hello, Shlesin Dimitri. Hello, Dimitri. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes. Hello, Dimitri. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, Dimitri. I remembered we were talking about. Okay, first thing first, Dimitri. What did you understand from what we studied today?
Yes, I'm understand what me study. We are on future times in speaking.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Dimitri, are you reading any book right now?
Yes, I'm reading a psychologist book. Its name Nisi.
Okay.
It's a short names.
Is it interesting?
Yes, I like this book.
Okay. And do you think you will finish this book?
I read books 1 month, but I think I will finish on next month.
Okay, next month. Okay.
Next month.
I have one more question for you, Dimitri. Do you think you'll get a better job in the future?
I will have changed my job because I don't like my job. I will have interesting job, more interesting job.
A more interesting job. Okay. All right, Dimitri. I hope that I wish you good luck, and thank you for your answers. So we're gonna take another person, and we have just a second. There's Daria Babenko. Hello. Hello. Hello, Daria. Can you hear me? Okay, so we'll go to another person. We have Margarita. Hello, Margarita. Hello, Margarita, can you hear me? All right, let's take another person. We have Golubeva, Natalia. Hello, Natalia, can you hear me? Hello? So it seems, what about Evgeny? Evgeny, can you hear me? Hello, Evgeny. Okay, Gurko Ekaterina. Andre, can you hear me? This is, let's see if anyone else is there that can hear me. Okay, so yes, so someone is saying they don't have microphone. Natalia. Nikita, can you hear me? Okay, you have, for those of you who have microphone, you say something. Andre, if you have, uh, hello to you and say something. But I can't hear you, Andre. I can't.
Hey, hello, Michael.
Yes. Hello, is this Nikita or Andre?
It's Nikita.
Okay, yes. Hello, Nikita. How are you?
Hello. Hello, I'm fine, thanks. What about you?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. And so from today's lessons, Nikita, what did you understand?
What did I understand?
Yes, yes.
From our lesson. So,
Yeah.
I went later than usual, and I missed some information about our topic today.
Okay. So, Nikita, here's the thing. We were talking about future tenses, so I will tell you in a very short form. And we have will and won't. And what we use will and won't is that we use it to talk about the future.
Okay,
So
I
that's
got it. Okay.
yes. We use it to talk about to predict the future, to say things on what we think. If you're guessing, or that's what we use will and won't for. So the first is the
I see.
yeah. So the positive and the negative. And an example, Nikita, is when you have uh, predictions. For example, it will rain tomorrow. That's one example. And the second one is instant decision. When you, how do you say, быстрое решение? When you say, I'll call her tonight or I'll call her tomorrow. And then you have offers is, you offer to do something for somebody. Offers. And yeah, and the last one is promises. So that's the whole idea of today's lessons. So you can write them down. I also wrote it in the chat, so I think you can see it there. So Nikita, tell me, are you a student or you're working?
I'm working and I'm a student the same time.
Okay, all right. And so tell me, Nikita, do you think you get a better job in the future?
So I think I'll get a good job in the future. Like now, I have a good job now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And do you think you get an interesting email or message from someone tonight?
Okay, can you repeat the question, please?
Okay, so the question was, do you think you will get an interesting email or message from someone tonight?
I think I won't.
Okay, you think you won't.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you reading any book?
Yes, I'm reading 2 books. One of that called 3 Cups of Tea.
What's
Maybe
this
you know.
book about?
This book about a person who decided to build schools in Pakistan, in the mountains of Pakistan.
Okay, is it interesting?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and do you think you will finish this books?
I think I will finish maybe in 2 weeks, probably.
Okay, in 2 weeks probably. Okay, Nikita, that sounds interesting. So thank you for your answers.
Thanks for your
And
questions.
you're welcome. So we'll try to talk to another person. All right, we're going to try to talk to Andre. Andre, can you hear me? Hello, Andre? Hello, Andre, can you hear me? All right, so we'll talk to Gurko Ekaterina. Can you hear me? Or we have 1 second. Natalia Kolesnikova. What about Olga? Olga, can you hear us? Slavish Olga. Okay, so I think some of us are having issues with the settings. All right, then, if anyone has any questions, you can write your questions in the comment section regarding the lessons, and I'll be happy to answer. Does anybody have questions? Is there any questions from anyone? Yes, I can't hear you, Andre.
Hello.
Okay, so this is who am I speaking with? Okay, Natalia.
Hello.
Yes, hello, Natalia.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
I can hear you now. So you have to switch. Yes, Andrew, you have to switch the micro. You have to switch it on. I think you have to check your settings. Okay, so Natalia, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm a worker. I'm a paramedic ambulancer. And I am fast in our lesson.
Okay, so this is the first time in our lessons?
Yes.
Oh, welcome to our lessons. And I want to say for people who are in this line of jobs, in these professions, so I want to say well done to you guys. You guys are amazing, and you guys are heroes. So, and so first of all, Natalia, why do you want to study English?
Excuse me, repeat.
Why do you want to study English? Why? Why are you studying English?
I like traveling and I want to ask English free.
Okay, you want to speak English freely. Okay, so Natalia, do you have any plans for the weekend? do you think you will have a nice weekend?
I think my weekend is in the work.
At work?
At work.
Yes, okay. And do you think you will get an interesting message from anybody tonight?
I think I won't have interesting email or message from tonight because I very tired and I want to sleep.
I understand. Yes. Okay, so do you have time to read any books? Do you read books?
No, now I don't read anymore.
Okay. So if I remember correctly, you said you're an optimist, yes?
Yes, I'm optimist. In my profession, I will be optimist.
Yes, okay, that's very good. So what I will say is, okay then, thank you for your answers, and I appreciate you, your time to answer my questions. Okay, so we'll take one more person, and let's see. Yes. Does anybody else have questions? If you have questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Yes, in answer to your question, Ekaterina, I am reading a book, but I don't know when I will finish this book. Russia. No, no, no. That's not the title of the book. The title of the book is what is it called? It's called The Godfather. It's by Mario Puzo. The Godfather. Just one second. By Mario Puzo. That's the title of the book. Yes, I am. I'm a religious person. Yes, I am a religious person. I am a Roman Catholic. That's my faith. Yes. So, anybody else? Does anyone else have questions? Any questions? Yes, Katrina. Yes, I like what I am doing. I believe, from the video that we watched today, and that's the reason why I wanted us to watch it. If you don't like something that you're doing, we try to change it. I like what I'm doing because it allows me to communicate with people. It allows me to, you know, in order to help people to get better at, to improve their levels in terms of speaking, in terms of communicating with people. That's the idea of my job, and I like what I'm doing. Where you study? I'm not a student, Katrina. I am an English teacher full time. I work full time. I am done with studies. I finished university. That was about almost 2.5 years ago. I don't study anymore. Yes. So, if there's no questions from anyone, yes, we can still take a few more questions if you have, and I'll still be happy to answer them. Questions are coming. For those of you who have problems with your settings, so I will write to the managers, to the to the customer care with your names, and to try to help you. Yes, languages. I know English language because we're native speakers in my country. That's my first language. I know a little bit of Russian language, a bit, and a little bit of my dialect. So I would say I know 3 languages. That is, so I'll write it here: English, a bit of Russian, and my native dialect. Because in my country we have a lots of languages. We do. Well, in answer to your question about the dialect, I don't speak it very well because just a little. And it's called, just a second, let me write it out. This one. Welcome. Yes, Katya. All right. So, for everyone that attended today's lessons, so I want to say thank you all for coming online. And for those of you who is your first time, like Natalia, yes, welcome to a webinar. We hope to see you on next week, Mondays and Wednesdays. So we always have webinars at 7:30. That's when it starts. And so I wish every one of you a wonderful evening. Take care of yourselves and have a great weekend. For those of you who are going to the village to have shashlik, have a great time there too. I think that was Andre. Have fun, and you're going to tell us about it in the next lesson. So, once again, everyone, have a good evening from me to you. So, adios and be safe. Bye to everyone and good night.